He goes, he goes, he used to be a monk, and he pulls from a lot of that, those lessons. And
Yeah.
he said the biggest lesson that he ever got that helped him in dealing with people and engaging was one of his monks encouraged him to always look for the 1%.
Okay. Huh.
So he's so busy looking for the 1%, he's never thinking that he's heard what you're saying before because he's looking for the 1% he hasn't heard.
Yeah.
That was such a major help for me and
Yeah.
my
Wow.
ego because I still am definitely that person.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, I go, I know what's going on. I got it.
All the
I got
time.
it. I
That's
know
something.
I know what you're talking about. It's all good. And that helped me
That's
because every
awesome.
time my mind goes or I'll start zoning out when somebody's talking, I'm like, oh, this is some bullshit, which we do a lot as
I do
entrepreneurs.
all
Like, I go, wait, where's the 1% though? You know?
hmm
And man, that's been so helpful for me
That's
personally.
cool.
Yeah.
That's something that one of my teachers, they've kind of preached, and I tried to embrace it this year. Probably failed miserably, but he says that when because we're talking about like martial arts, and there's a large, I don't know if you know this, but the South Carolina, North Carolina is rich in martial art history.
Really?
Some of the richest in the country.
Wow.
North of South Carolina, Texas, probably West Coast, obviously because of Los Angeles making movies and stuff, but lots of rich history
There's
here.
a buddy of mine that has a martial arts movie doc about a black martial artist out of North Carolina. The Black Dragon is what it's called. But anyway, go ahead.
There's a whole bunch of people but they're all getting older. They're all in their late 70s and stuff, and
Yeah.
we're starting to lose them. And so he always says, like, when I'm in the room with these old guys, I just shut my mouth and I listen and I try to absorb absolutely everything they're saying. I'm like, man, like that's an extreme example because we're going to lose these people and their lessons
Yes.
are going to be gone.
Yeah.
But I've tried to challenge myself this year to just listen more.
Mhm.
How often do you're just listening to respond? You know what I mean? I'm talking about callous in your mind. I mean, I'm trying to I'm trying to focus on that.
That's the reason why that lesson from Jay Shetty stuck with me
Yeah,
because
I
it
love
gave
that.
like I needed a tool because I've been told for years and it was something I was working with on my own.
Mm,
Shakisha, you're not listening. Like, did you hear what I said? Like, and then I was able once I started practicing that, pick it up in other people. Like, oh, you didn't even hear what I said. You're responding
yeah,
based on what
when you see it in other
yeah.
people, yeah.
But I still wasn't really at the same time, I still wasn't really getting it, and I realized for me, the way that I'm designed, I like instruction, I like recipes, I like,
Mm,
step 1, step 2, step 3, it's really how my mind like outlines, and I learn better that way for
mm,
me, and so the 1% thing gave me a tool, it gave me something I
that
could
is
do,
cool.
that's what I needed,
That is
and
cool.
so that's what's helped me in that journey because I'm dude, I still struggle with
Yeah,
it.
for sure,
And so,
for
but
sure.
that tool gave me something I could activate instead of, for me, it felt like mush when, like it felt like gray area
Yeah,
when I'd be like, okay, no, Sherrod, focus.
yeah.
But then I'm focusing on my mind, focusing. Then I'm focusing like, why can't you
Yeah.
focus? Like, stop looking at his eyes.
Yeah, he's talking shit. What did he
Exactly
say?
what did he say?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But now I'm going, well, what's the 1%? Now my mind is focused intently on what someone is saying now
That's cool.
because I'm intently listening for the 1%. And that is really what helped me with
That's
that
cool.
lesson. Yeah.
I will take that lesson too. I'm gonna look that up. Jay Shetty.
I'm
Didn't
gonna
he?
send you the podcast.
Yeah.
There's only like 5 podcasts saved
Okay.
on my phone. That's
Okay.
one of them.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty popular one.
Yeah, he does. I mean, not the entire podcast. I mean,
Yeah,
just
just
that
one bit.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got his book on audiobook. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I do too.